Two years ago, I made myself a promise. Taking photos, shooting videos, and exploring the different areas around the Colorado area just started to feel aimless. My appreciation of the surroundings were trumped by my desire to find purpose with the images I was creating. I wanted to feel something when looking at my photos. I had these dreams and goals with my photography that just never seemed to come to fruition for one reason or another. Life would get in the way, or fear would stop me from ever starting. I watched other photographers go for it, leaning towards the unknown instead of away from it. The 4x5 camera was a big unknown for me, and it was one of the only tools I hadn't mastered yet on my photographic journey. And this tool happened to be used by a lot of my favorite photographers. And while I had owned one for a while, I hadn't figured out how to comfortably use it. Because it's like a muscle that you lose if you don't keep working out consistently. Each time I would bring the 4x5 out on a trip with me, I would be thinking more about the process of what I was doing rather than the subject of the composition right in front of me. Because there's so many different components of using a 4x5 camera. Being locked in is an understatement. It requires commitment. But my life in Colorado was moving forward at an incomprehensibly fast pace. My partner Ellie and I got another dog. We got married. I even started a small video production company. And in the margins of all this, I took photos with no clear purpose or direction, other than simply enjoying the act of taking photos. So I made myself a promise that I'd only use the 4x5 until it became an extension of myself, so to speak. I'd use one or two lenses, shoot on one or two film stocks, and would try to keep things as simple as possible.
The passage of time is flicking dimly up on the screen. I can't see the lines. I used to think I could read between. Perhaps my brains have turned to sand. Oh me, oh my, I think it's been an eternity.
The first few months of shooting this way would be a learning opportunity. With each negative I got back from the lab, I learned a little bit more about what I did wrong and what I'd do differently next time. Tilt, swing, stop down, open up, I tried all of it. And I accepted the fact that there'd be plenty of light leaks, out of focus shots, and underexposed negatives. But making those mistakes was exactly what I needed to do. I could feel the photos changing and getting closer to being what I wanted them to be and feel how I wanted them to feel.
Perhaps my brains are old and scratched.
Look at the beautiful rainbow. Here you go.
Thank you, babe.
King of the mountain.
And sure enough, right as I would say I was finding my groove, we left Colorado and moved back to the East Coast. Now this is where having a supportive partner can make the world of difference. We moved back to Philly, and it seemed like all the momentum I had gained was just gone immediately. And you see, there are two versions of yourself. There's the side that has real obligations that make your life objectively easier and better. But there's also this side of yourself that needs to drive down that back road, that needs to find out what's on the other end. And that version of yourself feels like to get anywhere, the only thing you can't do is bail. And it's always easier to bail. But Ellie was right there repeating the same phrase over and over to me. Stay on the bus.
Someone familiar, but surely not me. Foreign candidate, look how old and cold and tired and lonely he's become. Not until you see there's a price tag hanging off of having all that fun. Uh-oh, looks like I'm seeing more of my old man in me. Oh no, looks like I'm seeing more of my old man in me. Walk on the outside, holding her hand. Somewhat familiar, her and her man. But it just can't be. Look at all the steps that brought you where you are today. Not until you see, as a heart grows stronger, sometimes love is pushed away. Uh-oh, looks like I'm seeing more of my old man in me. Oh no, looks like I'm seeing more of my old man in me. Uh-oh, looks like I'm seeing more of my old man in me. Oh no, looks like I'm seeing more of my old man in me.
What? I got one of those GFX cameras, and they're cool.
What's your name, Cockeye?
Huh?
Happy baseball.
Happy baseball.
Now, once I felt more and more comfortable with the camera, I needed a project of sorts. So, inspired by one of my favorite photographers, Andrea Modica's Minor League, I decided to reach out to a local Sandlot team here in Philly. I shot them a message on Instagram and they said, sure. So I went to the first practice and I took one photo, which was this photo. And after that, this summer, I went to several games all along the East Coast shooting different teams.
See me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much, but it lasts a long while. Won't you please tell the man I didn't kill anyone? No, I'm just trying to have me some fun.
I'm not going to say too much about the work because I'm going to pick it up next summer and keep shooting and turn it into kind of a long-term thing. So this summer I also gave myself little self-assignments. This was basically a test that I gave myself. Everything that I had learned in the past 2 years kind of came into play when taking these photos. It really felt like the culmination of everything that I had been working on, technically speaking. The subjects were a local theater that showed old film prints, or a farm out in Western Maryland.
Have the key to escape reality, and you may see me tonight with an illegal smile. It don't cost very much.
And what could be considered a nice ribbon to put on this whole video, I recently met up with Brian and my new buddies Vince and John to attend Brian Scootmott's Sons of the Living gallery opening. It feels a bit surreal given how Scootmott's work was one of the reasons I started this whole journey in the first place. But this sense of community I felt while out there was encouraging and inspiring. It helped me see that the more I stay focused on photography, the more clear it becomes that this journey is ever changing, as my voice as an artist will never stop evolving because my life will never stop changing. Robert Adams said in his book, Beauty in Photography, in response to the question, what's new, we can answer with conviction that photography is new. We can make this claim not because it was invented rather recently, and not primarily because of photography's changing technology, but because photography is by its nature forced toward doing the old job of art, of discovering and revealing meaning from within the confusing detail of life.
What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Greetings, girl, and welcome to my world of phrasing right up to bat. It's the daisy age and you're about to walk top stage, so wipe your lottos on the mat. Hip-hop love this is, and don't mind when I quiz your involvements before the sun. But clear your court, cause this a one-man sport, and who's better for this than Plug One? Don't have to worry about me squashing other deals, cause they've already been squished. Freeze the frame of our moves the same, wish we can continue right behind the bush. You'll stay with me, I know this, but not because of all my earthly treasures, or regardless to the fact that I'm past the noose, but because I love you better.
Pretty incredible.